Alrighty, that's got two coats and so is that side. The bottom four there were old ones from me grandfather's place, a hardwood, and they had some old paint there from probably the late 60s or the early 70s. And I said, oh, I'll just repaint over that, she'll be fine. And yeah, after about 2 or 3 hot summers, it wasn't fine. So I've been scraping all that off, and then I've painted the two of them twice. I'll go up and give it a third coat. You see a big bunch of leaves there. I undone all this and let all the blooming leaves out. I've played around there and fixed up that part of the roof. We've had a little bit of a battery issue with the fridge, so I've changed the battery. I'm gonna also, I've decided, because I'm probably gonna try and, I've got pigeon pea, I'm gonna try and grow it. And I've got those heating pads that you guys might remember out of the van, and I might do a separate video on all that in due course. I'm probably going to have to, and sort of have them in there during the winter. And I've bought myself another USB battery, which 15,000 milliamp hour, and I'll use that to run the heating pads to stop them dying of frost while being inside this, so they won't freeze. And then before I go to work or whatever, I'll go and whack that USB battery in the charge, which will probably be pretty much a daily thing. And I might keep them in the back of the vehicle, I'm not sure. I don't want to do any stupid shit with bloody gas flames or thingo, watch his names, because that'll probably result in a car fire, tea light candles or anything like that. So I want to go and stick in like a cigarette lighter plug, which I've got one, and I've just wired it in, soldered it up on thingo, lunchtime, and when the sun goes down I'll rebolt this into the new battery and all that. And I've got some bloody, oh, we've got this sort of spider with it's a really long sort of looking thing with a white dot on the back called a white-tailed spider, and they give you these terrible bloody boils if they bite you, because they've got 22 different venoms, because they're a spider that eats spiders, right, only in Australia. And then on top of the 22 different venoms inside its poison, or 22 different kinds of poisons inside its venom, it also has some bacteria that grows on its fangs, which gives you, anyway, I found all the stuff around with that thermal mass wood heater. There's 2 of them in my bloody bedroom, one on the floor, and the next thing there's one on the bed, and I thought, son of a bitch. So I bought some insecticide for spiders and crawling insects, and I've put that around that so they don't creep from the outside part of the thermal mass heater in. And this is bloody full of cobwebs, so when I get in there to do all this shit tonight when the sun goes down, I'm going to give it a good spray in there just to keep it all off the battery and the charge controller, because I don't need more shit bogging up in there than was already in there. I've given this guy a little bit of a trim because he was starting to hang over the panels. And I've been doing a bit around the back, which I'll have to show you. So the bloody sheep keep knocking this over, and I'm forever finding sheep in here. And it's bloody annoying, because one of them walks in backwards and my little wood fork here just falls off. So got a bit serious. I had this, dog clips, bang. So you can, yeah, and it'll just break the son of a bitch. I thought they were a bit better than that, because I gave that a good shake last night. Fucking hell, they're rubbish. Anyway, I've got some bloody lanyard clips in there, about 6 of them. Friggin' hell, so that wouldn't have done jack shit anyway as soon as one got in here. Well, that's nice to know. How the hell is that meant to hold a dog? Bloody hell, I gave it a good shaking the other night and it was all right. Anyway, that fan that was up there venting out, it's hasn't been working, and I don't know if your little line coming out from your solar panel there is on a very sharp 90-degree bend, and I don't know if there's a wire that's like broken there or it's actually the thing that died. So anyway, I took it off because it's very close to the top of the chimney here, and I've actually whacked a little, you know, I see the edge of it there, a porcelain cup. Can't believe it, those bloody dog latches. Going and getting the lanyards. So anyway, I've sort of given this a bit of a bracing here with wire to stop it going blowing left and right in the wind, and of course the rest of it's all mounted on the wall there. What I'm going to do, which is probably a tomorrow job, is have a go at scraping some of this stuff off here and repainting some of this as well. Anyway, long and short of it is, that water line that goes out the trees is finally protected. This has been set for like 4 days now or something. That's actually leftover fire brick that ended up going in the hole there. I've got another piece that's going to go in here because I bloody tapped this and the bastard collapsed in half, but I've got another piece that's got to go there. Failing that, I'll just get another bit of cement sheet because I've got a few bits of cement sheet offcuts and stuff that'll fit in there. But this is what I was talking about. You get your little bit in there. There's another brick in there. That's your fire brick all. Your mortar and vermiculite mix put on there, and I covered it all up through there too. And all I've got to worry about is this little piece here, and making sure I get something sorted for that gap, which hopefully should be the other one that I've cut. I had trouble getting all this in, so that's the one I cut off there with the angle grinder, which is some more of that bluestone paver. And then long and short is I miscalculated my cut anyway, so it didn't bloody matter. But anyway, we'll work that out, and I've got another piece that was also part of the leftover of this that's probably stronger than this one that should fit into there without a problem. Failing that, you know, just another bit of cement sheet riveted on will be good anyway. There's your cover. The top part of this come off, but the rest of it's fairly all right, and you've got your two handles there, and that sits in there, and then that piece there sits in the front of here and sort of sits up against this edging, and then you get a bit of timber and lean it against it. And that was how I've done it all last time, and that's how I'll be doing it all this time. Anyway, we've still got to work on probably putting another couple of fence posts. Your dad's got a nice fence post banger, so I'm going to come in and go maybe one here, one there, and then get some more like corrugated iron, like all this, and then I've sort of got a piece around the other side which is sort of bent like on a 90-degree bend and then goes down, so that might work out pretty good. I'm probably, just to stop losing a lot of heat, gonna sort of cover this over, or at least just not to have rain falling down in here, just fold this over. And I've got a few other bits of iron that'll go onto there anyway. Yeah, so there we go. Seems to be working out all right. This is looking a bit sorry. A lot of these are. The wood rot is just a little bit too much for some of these, and you know, I'm just going to have to give her a good lather up of bloody paint and fucking leave it to another 2 years, I think. Oh, you're just chasing your tail, honestly, with some of this. You get the worst, you replace it with new boards, and then something that was good ends up turning shitty, you know, and it's just, God, you're chasing your tail with these old places. This is why you need a new place, and sometimes having an old one patched up isn't enough, or you got to get this whole wall here and do this, replace the entire fucking wall in one hit, as this has. And this has been great. This has been like this for years. A couple of little rust marks where the, what's his name's is, where the nails is, that have got through the paint, but I mean, this is sods from the fucking cobwebs. This is fucking perfect. This is flawless. And it stayed that way because it's done properly the first time. Not, you know, well, what we'll do is we'll use the leftover, the extra I ordered from that wall to patch this, and then it's still mainly 80% shit. So anyway, there's another new one up here. It's going to be a shit show of removing all these fucking bits, this corner, trying to work around all. It'll be a shit show, but at some point I've probably got to, or maybe I just don't give a shit and build a new house in 10 years, and there's your answer.